Hello everyone, Phoebe's there. Today we're doing another chalice video. A few times ago I did a chalice video about the rare drop set, meaning that equipment set made entirely of drops from specific monster families. I didn't touch it, but those are only true for normal mod. And today we're doing the reverse. We're talking about specific drop that are only from advanced mod. They are there. I line them up pretty much in the same order as the dungeons appeared, so keep that in mind. And technically, the tier 3 forge item are also only from advanced mod, but today I'm only doing the specific drops. So we're gonna start with a paste sword from the paste family. Have it just there. So it gives you minus defense, dexterity, and fire resistance. But what matters is the fact that it does have a massive attack boost to it. 65, in fact, it's only beat by the Dark Side sword, which is a cursed rank 7 sword. So this one is far easier to use and also arguably better depending on the equipment that you have with it. So if you're either a warrior or a ninja, would really benefit from it. Next we have the Batwing. So we have a lot of accessory to look at in the specific drop. Then we get the Batwing. So in normal mod, the Bat family gives you the ring, which improves your attack speed. The Batwing from advanced mod decrease your defense for a boost of dexterity. Now I've touched it last time with the mercenary equipment set, but having high dexterity doesn't improve your character in a meaningful way. If you have about 200 dexterity as a physical character, you are set for all of advanced mod pretty much. The only family that will still give you trouble is the Will-O-Wisp family with about 400 dexterity. But since charge attack have a higher accuracy chance, you'll be fine with just charge attack. So if you got it, might want to use it for a bit of time, but that's not really worth it. Then we have another accessory, which is the from the Gizmo family. So in normal mod you got the cloud. Let me check. I have it with me. The Gizmo family drop. You got the Cloud Ring in normal mod, which is there, so it brings you more resistance and a little bit of intelligence. And in advanced mode you got the Mist Ring, which gives you minus vitality for plus dexterity. So as I've touched it, boost to your dexterity is not something that is very meaningful. Next we got the Unicorn Horn. Back to accessory. So in normal mod, from the Unicorn family you get the Unicorn Ring that improves your light resistance. The advanced drop is the horn that gives you a little bit of attack, but is mostly there for the recall boost. Now that depends of how you play, but if you let's say that you're a sword warrior, for example, you want enemies to come at you and in a line to be able to hit them all together. So that depends. That depends on how you play. I'm saying that if you want recall, that's good. If you don't, and in general you don't, that's not worth it. But I don't know. For me, that's not worth it. But I'm not saying it's the same for everyone. Next we get the Fairy Charm. So in advanced mode, the Fairy family gives you the ring. It improves a little bit of your primary stats. But in advanced mode, The charm raises your immunity to effect. Now what that means is that each time you get hit by an elemental attack, you have a chance to be burned, frozen, poisoned, blinded, what's the others? Stunned, and missing one. And I'm missing one. I forgot, but this is you have a last chance to be affected by the status if you get the fairy charm on you. For normal mode, that's not very worth it. Outside maybe of in the Diamond Star world when you have a lot of thunder enemies jammed together. But in advanced mode, getting affected by one of the status effects can cripple you very much. So I would say that for some dungeons like the Demon's Tower, the Mushroom Forest, or the Volcano, that's really something worth considering. Next we got the Eyeball necklace. So in normal mod, the Eyeball family from the pirate ship gives you a ring that improves your critical hit. The Eyeball necklace improves your SP recover speed. Now I'm gonna touch it in a minute, but you got the ancient charm and rings that decrease the cost of your charge attack will also apply to spell tomes. That does have more value than getting more recover speed. Next we got the black ring from the Gargoyle family. This one gives you a little bit of dark resistance, but mostly improves your intelligence. It's cursed. Now, it being cursed is not that much of a problem if you're a spellcaster, because you could have an empty slot in your weapon slots. You go in it, you keep pressing the attack button, and then altogether you press L to switch to spell tome, and then you can charge attack without ever triggering the curse. So that could help you having more raw power. If that helps you one-shot certain enemies, why not? That's worth considering. Otherwise, in general, if it's to spam attacks, the ancient accessory would be better. So it's worth it in specific situation for one-shotting specific enemies. If you shunt on damage, that's pretty much all there is to. So it's not bad, but situational. Next we got the so this is the Ring of Haste, I think. Yeah, so from the Doll family in the Demon's Tower, in normal mod you get a Speed Ring, and a more powerful version in advanced mod with the Ring of Haste. Now walking speed is not character stat that you can see in the game, but you can see it in the game's manual. So to give you a point of comparison, the Dragonaut has 380 walking speed, while the Ninja has about 440, I think. So the difference of walking speed is almost the same between the slowest character in the game and the fastest character in the game. So that's by a huge margin. Now for physical character, it's not something really worth it because you will be into contact with enemies pretty soon. But if you're a spellcaster or an archer though, and you want to give you some distance between enemies, that's very much worth it. But this will only be for this character, not for melee characters. Next, what we got is the Ancient Charm that I just talked about. So from the two mechanical families, the one that are Colossus and the others that are like how are their names? I just got their name over there. This is the give me a moment. No, I do not have it. Sorry. But yeah, this is the mechanical eyeballs, basically. So in normal mode, you get the Ancient Ring and more powerful version in advanced mode. Now, charge attack minus SP will reduce each time you do a charge attack. It will cost you minus 2 SP. If you spam a lot, this is a huge improve in your SP management. And also, if you happen to only use small charge attacks, this can decrease your SP cost to 0. So basically, you play like the first game. For anyone, that's pretty much worth it. Next, we get a flail from the Minotaurs. This is the giant Ironball. It boosts a little bit of your vitality and decrease your dexterity, but it's not really something noticeable by this amount in full advanced mode, that is. What matters is the raw power, and it pales in comparison to the more powerful flails in the game that also have more advantage. So, not go for it. Then we get the Fiend Ring from the demon family. It's cursed and gives you more attack. Now this is 30 attack is might be noticeable even in advanced mode, but the fact that it's cursed and that it's an accessory mean that either you have to use it with an apostate set or variant, or you need to be able to have an SP drain effect to compensate from it. Now normally that's not very good, but the fact that you got more attacked, if you can compensate it by an SP drain, mean that it could work. But that depends. If you have a character that has a lot of HP, that's probably not something that you can make work. Next we got a set of 2 weapons, totally not inspired by Legend of Zelda, the Master Sword and the Master Bow. So the Master Sword drops from the Knight family that starts appearing in the Demon's Tower. It has a reasonable raw power, 52, but mostly it has a plus 10 critical hit. So for the warrior, the Pace Sword is probably better altogether, but for the ninja that has the critical skill, that might be better if you really have a setup, an equipment that improves your critical. Now, so this is worth only for the ninja, not for the warrior. And then we get a Master Bow, so only for the archer. This one is a little more difficult to obtain than what you might think, because it does not drop from the first 2 archer from the archer family that you can fight in the game. So you can find them in Robert's pirate ship. They do not drop this. It will start to drop at the Demon's Tower, not before. And it has a reasonable power as well. With the bow. There's the bow. So 53. Now actually it's closer to the highest bow power that you can have in the game, and also boosts your critical hit. Now the archer also has a critical hit skill and can have critical setup. So I would say that's worth considering even more than the ninja. No, actually, I should just close them. Now we get the dragon family drop. So in normal mode, you get the dragon shell that improves your fire resistance and your defense, but the advanced version improves your offense and your team appearance. Now, if you are familiar with the unlucky hood underflow glitch, you know that item appearance +1 is not noticeable because you can have far more. if you want to farm items. And I think both attack and intelligence, it kind of interact each other. Because if you're a physical character, yet you can make use of the two altogether. But you probably want to have more raw power to one-shot enemies instead of having more SP. So it could work maybe, but I think that's not worth chasing for. And then we got the angel. So this is the charm. Yep. So in normal mod, you got the angel earrings that improves your HP, SP, and light resistance. And in advanced mod, you got the variant that improves only your HP, but 100 in your light resistance. Now this is noticeable that if you got this plus the elemental, I think it's the hood, but there's one piece of equipment that also gives you 100. So if you get that plus the Angel's Charm, you have max light resistance. But the problem with this drop is that Angel appears in the Chaos Castle. So to get it, you need to be in the end of advanced mode anyway. And the only places when light resistance matters is in the Fairy Spring and in the Chaos Castle. So if you got it maybe really early in the Chaos Castle, you might make it work, but otherwise it would be too late to use it anyway. This is it for me. Thanks you for watching. I'll see you in another video. Probably not tier list. I'll try to make something different. But if you have any recommendation of tier list that I should do, feel free to comment it. And thanks you for watching again. Bye.